got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On first down, Galvin, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Down to the 25. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His first touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit. Reminiscent
of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run the counter. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. It's brought in by Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They get this out left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Van Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. It's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Nighthawks are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. This is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And a rebound up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. And what a big-time play there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a give, right side. Godfrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown. Van Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a gain of 10, and an Oklahoma City first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Galvin. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Nighthawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So this one in the win column.